There's a good chance you've heard of King Tut. Even though this Egyptian pharaoh was around more than 3,000 years ago, he's still recognized and studied around the world. Let's take a closer look at King Tut, his family, death, and his tomb. King Tutankhamun, 1334 BC to 1325 BC, is an Egyptian king from the 18th dynasty of the New Kingdom, 1570 to 1050 BC. He's also known as Tutankhamun, which means the living image of God Amun. He is considered to be one of the youngest kings who ever ruled ancient Egypt, as he was only 9 years old when he took Egypt's throne after the death of his father Akhenaten. He ruled Egypt in a transitory period after his father tried to enforce monotheism by uniting the multi-gods in the one god Aten, the sun disk god. He also moved his capital from Thebes to his new city, the horizon of Aten Amarna. During Tut's reign, some of the revolutions happened like Tel El Amarna that demanded the return of the old gods once more. His wife was Ankhesenpaten, which means her life is from Aton. She was his half-sister from Akhenaten and Nefertiti. Tut was the son of Akhenaten, and Lady Kia, one of Akhenaten's wives. What is also important about the king is that his life and death are still a mystery, and that's why people all over the world are still fascinated by King Tutankhamun. King Tut died at age 18 or 19 around 1324 BC, but there are many theories surrounding how he died. There is a small bone fragment on the inside of his skull that initially led some historians to believe that King Tut was murdered by a blow to the back of his head. But this damage could have also been caused during the mummification process or while his mummy was being excavated, and most experts agree that he was not murdered. One of the most compelling points of evidence surrounding King Tut's death is the presence of a fracture at his kneecap, which doesn't have any signs of healing, indicating it happened shortly before his death. Chariots were discovered in King Tut's tomb, and this type of injury could have been sustained from a high-velocity fall from a chariot, although this theory has not been confirmed. Another theory around King Tut's death involves the presence of a form of malaria discovered in his mummy. The malaria could have been the cause, or contributed to his death. It is likely that his death was a combination of these factors. The day of days, the most beautiful that I have ever lived through, and definitely one whose like I can never dream to see again, Howard Carter said after he revealed Tutankhamun's tomb. Nevertheless, the collection has yet to be fully recorded, and Howard Carter required 10 years to complete the tomb excavation. King Tut's tomb was discovered in the Valley of the Kings by British archaeologist and Egyptologist Howard Carter and his workmen on November 4, 1922. Carter began an extensive search for the tomb after World War I, when many ancient Egyptian tombs had already been found and King Tut's was still missing. Wonderful artwork depicting Tutankhamun's journey to the afterlife adorned the walls of the chamber containing the mausoleum. Carter, who was staring into the room through an entrance with a candle in his hand, was taken aback by the scene and questioned, "Do you see anything?" by his assistant. "Yes, I see amazing things," Carter responded. In the center of the room, Carter observed a wooden box with gold carving. When he raised the box, he found that it was hiding a second box with gold inlaid lettering. When the second container was raised, he found that it was concealing a gold inlaid third box. Carter found the stone sarcophagus after raising the third box, which was encased with another thick coating of stone sculpted in the shape of a Tutankhamun statue. Despite the boy king's importance in our history today, his reign was short and relatively unimportant in the history of ancient Egypt. He became an important figure only in death, with the discovery of his tomb and mummy in 1922, both of which were incredibly preserved and provided valuable insights into the history of ancient Egypt. The tomb of King Tut is the most preserved and intact tomb in the history of ancient Egyptian archaeology. On 16th February 1923, the tomb was opened for the first time and about 5.398 items were found, which Carter took 10 years to fully document, like Tut's magical golden face mask. The inner coffin of 3 sarcophagus made of 450 pounds of solid gold. His dagger, which was made from a fallen meteorite, archery bow, golden chariot, and various marvelous items. Its discovery was covered by every media outlet and press organization on Earth, which captured the attention of everyone around the world and started a powerful attraction to the field of Egyptology till our current day.